going on, YouTube family? Today is October 27th, Thursday, October 27th, it's 2:22. So today I wanted to do something a little different. Isn't that something I like to say? I like to do something a little different. I want to talk about hashtag gains, why I wrote the book, and what the book is about. Number one, why I wrote hashtag gains. So I wrote hashtag gains because there was not a modern day dieting fitness encyclopedia. Sure, there are tons of books that are marking individual diets. You have the paleo diet, you have the caveman diet, you have macros, you have bro diets, you have tropical diets, you have the Florida diet, there's so many different diets out there, guys. I can't think of all of them off the top of my head, but there are a lot of different diets out there. And I didn't want to market one style of eating or one structure of eating or one diet plan that you should do, because in my opinion there is not one type of diet that works for everybody. Everybody thinks differently, everybody has different psychology, everybody has different relationships with food, and everybody is going for different goals and different time periods. So I wanted a book that could cater to all of those people, not just one demographic. So hashtag gains literally is the modern day encyclopedia of fitness dieting. And by that I mean I go over every popular dieting style, I go over macronutrients, I go over intuitive eating, I go over bro style dieting, and I go over all the smaller facets of dieting that are out there. I talk about why they may work for you, why they may not work for you depending on the level of your physique, your goals for the level of your physique, your age, your psychology, male or female, the way you see yourself, everything. Your relationship with food, everything. There's not a modern day dieting encyclopedia out there for people that are in the fitness industry or looking to get into the fitness game. There's just not one. There's not a book out there like this. So after 6 months of research and just looking for a book like this, the best book that I found was Mike Matthews' Bigger, Leaner, Stronger, Bigger, Faster, Stronger. I think it's Bigger, Leaner, Stronger, Mike Matthews. Great book, but it focuses on training. There is not one single book that is about dieting and goes into all the diets that are out right now in modern day. There are books that market one particular style of dieting, one particular facet of diet, or one particular structure of dieting, but there are not books that talk about the whole mass market of dieting and which one specifically will work for you. So let's go over kind of a breakdown of the book, kind of from section 1 all the way to the end of the book. I've got the PDF file of the book in my hands right here, so I'm just going to be looking at my phone, scrolling through it. The book starts out with kind of my story, and I have a subchapter called Anyone Can Do This, because literally dieting is not as complicated as the fitness industry and society would like you to think that it is. Dieting is very, very simple. You just have to figure out what works for you, and I'm giving you the tools to do that here. The second subchapter kind of goes into my breaking point where I almost fell off the face of the earth, and then the third subchapter is called Rebuilding Jordan, which is where I started to embark on the fitness journey and I started to do all these things. This was me at about 13 years old. So when I started with everything that I'm doing now, it's when it started here. And then the last subchapter before section 1 is called What Now? And it talks about what I started doing and what I'm doing now. The actual book starts off with talking about the molecular breakdown of carbohydrates, fat, and protein. Specifically with carbohydrates, we talk about the molecular breakdown of simple carbs, double carbs, i.e. disaccharides, and the breakdown of complex carbs, whole grains. Once we have kind of concluded everything about carbs, talked about every different types of carbs, even fiber, we will go on to protein. On protein, we have some different subchapters. We will talk about the top 5 bang for your buck proteins. We will talk about amino acids. We will talk about the super essential 8. We will talk about creatine, BCAAs. We will talk about non-essential amino acids that you should know about. We will talk about protein as a whole. After we cover protein, we will talk about fat. We will talk about monounsaturated fat. We will talk about polyunsaturated fat. We will talk about what the crap is trans fat. We will talk about MCTs and my opinion on how they could cure Alzheimer's. We will talk about MCTs for the use of bodybuilders and how they could help you build muscle and help prevent injury. We will talk about the 9 fatty acids that I think are most important to anyone in the fitness game and the health game period. We will talk about ALA and DHA for building muscle. And that will conclude fat. That will conclude section 1. We will go on to section 2. Section 2 basically is talking about if it fits your macros, i.e. counting macros, intuitive eating, and bro dieting. And let's break that down into the smaller subchapters. So we're going to start out throwing everything you know out the window. Then we're going to go and find a way of eating that works for you. Then we're going to go straight into flexible dieting, IIFYM. Then we're going to sort of educate you on flexible dieting if you don't know exactly what it is. And then we're going to go over the misconceptions of flexible dieting. And then we're going to go over the cons and the pros of flexible dieting, and then we're going to conclude that subchapter and move on to intuitive eating. We're going to go fully into intuitive eating, eating disorders. We're going to forget about short-term diets. We're going to eat when hungry, eat to lose fat, eat to grow. We're going to go into how intuitive helps you to eat when you're hungry, how you can use intuitive to eat on a bulk or eat to grow. We're going to go into how you can get all the bad relationships with food completely out of your head using intuitive. We're going to talk a little bit about eating what you want when you want. We're going to talk a little bit about how you should stop eating your fillings, how you should stop starving your fillings, and how you should accept your genetics and eat for that. Intuitive goes on and on. There's a lot on that subchapter. Pros and cons, why you should or shouldn't do intuitive. So we're going to go ahead and move on to meal prep, or i.e. bro dieting. So starts out with the carb sources, the protein sources, and then we go into meal plans, i.e. the bodybuilder's diet or the bro diet. Then we go into meal plans versus IIFYM. Then we go into in between IIFYM and IE, which is intuitive eating. And then we go into like meal plan companies, because meal plan companies are a big thing that you could leverage right now, whether you're looking to create a meal plan company or you're looking to use a meal plan company. Going past bro, cons and pros, and yeah, you get the point. That's the end of the second section of the book. The third section is going to go into the subcategories of dieting, which is even more interesting, guys. It's even more interesting. Starting in section 3 with eating every 2.5 to 3 hours. For hard gainers, how that could help you and how it could be completely irrelevant depending on who you are and what your goals are. Eating every 3 hours is bad for gainers, how that could be relevant, how that could be irrelevant. We're going to go into IF, intermittent fasting. We're going to go to how you should ease into intermittent fasting if that's something you want to do. IF versus IIFYM, which is intermittent fasting versus fitting macros for lean gains. We're going to go in to why intermittent fasting and IIFYM works really, really well together for most people, including myself. Then we're going to go into some diet protocols that are really, really stupid and why they're stupid and why they're bad. Then we're going to go into the psychology of IF, intermittent fasting, the bottom line, breaking the fad diet mentality. It's another subchapter. The worst of the diet industry, another subchapter. My top 5 fad diets, the ones that I actually sort of like that have evidence that show that they work. Then we're going to look into poverty macros a little bit and conclude how you can learn how to diet well when you're on poverty macros, which means your macros are really, really low, so you have to eat a certain way to be satiated. Then we're going to end that chapter off, or that section off, of going into bulking on a budget and how you can bulk and stay under $300 a month with your food choices. Section 4 is completely psychological, and I wrote section 4 to fire you up and get you ready to make some gains and get some shreds too. So section 4 is going to be called the psychology of fitness, living the life. The first subchapter is going to be called why most people never even begin. Then we're going to go to 10 reasons, and these are the 10 reasons that are behind you that are going to get you fired up to do it, to hit your goals, to chase your dreams. The 10 reasons that you need in order to leverage your dreams and go. Then we're going to go way past 10 reasons and talk about every reason you might possibly want to get into this game we call fitness. Then we're going to go into how you should surround yourself with the change you want to see, both in dieting, people, the things that you watch, the things that you consume, the content that you consume, the things that you consume with your mouth. Then we're going to end off the book by talking about a positive mental attitude and being limitless in your endeavors. And then we have a little bit of a bonus. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a little bit here. We have a little bit of a bonus at the end of the book. You probably can't even see this, so never mind. We have 2 bonuses at the end of the book, which are my Fitness Pal hacks and the 21 weight loss myths that drive me insane. So these 2 little bonuses basically are going to end off the book with a bang. So you're going to learn how to use MyFitnessPal in a way that not everybody knows how to use it. You're going to learn how to use it in a way that you'll be able to leverage the app and become a practitioner and teach anyone else how to use the app. You'll also be debunked of all those really annoying ass weight loss myths that you may be holding in your head that are stopping you from achieving your goals. So basically that is #gains. In a nutshell, the paperback book is going to be 414 pages. I can confirm that now. The ebook I don't have a word count on just yet, but I'm thinking it's going to be around 500 pages. And both of these books should be out within the next 7 to 10 days, and I'm really excited to bring that to you guys. If you guys are watching this video and you want the book, I'm going to give you the ebook version for $1 before it goes up to $10. So if you guys want it for $1, let me know. I will let you guys know when it is out for $1. All love. I will see you in the next video. Until next time, guys, please press the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please comment if you have any questions or concerns, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I think it's in this corner.